Okay,
Yes.
good. What about my? Let me open the.
सर स्क्रीन अभी नहीं दिख रही, दोबारा स्क्रीन करें सर, मुझे नहीं दिख रही स्क्रीन. यस.
What is the option for screen sharing on this?
Yes. See at the bottom, sir, screen share option, sir.
Screen share option. Okay.
Yes.
Can you see now?
Wait a second. Now it is not visible, sir. Click on the screen share and go to the first option. Share screen
Host
option.
disabled.
No, you have the screen sharing, right? You are the co-host, sir. Do it again, sir. Click on the share screen option. And you can see basic advanced files. Go to the basics. Yes.
Abhi dikh rahi?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes.
Right. Okay. Hi, everybody again. Okay, this is basically a request from Mr. Satya. Wanted me to talk about cover designing and book editing and formatting. I am not a professional creative person. Neither am I an English person, though I have some background credentials, including some laudable ones and legacy design aspects. Legacy, let me tell you, Government of India is using one of my logos as a benchmark for identifying pure silk in India. So that's my legacy, I can say. Of course, a lot of my designs are running around in Aramco in Saudi Arabia and a lot of other places. That's okay, that's besides the point. Okay, now getting back to our point of having introduction on creativity, on book design. So I'm calling this creativity on demand because I'm not a creative person, but I'm trying to, use logic as a input to create creativity. So that's my that's my intention in this whole thing. So we are going to be focusing on book design here on creativity. Creativity is a very big field, but we'll focus here purely on book design. So we go on to two aspects of the book design. One is the exterior, and then we have the interior. On the exterior, we have the book cover. All of you all know that, and that's the main focus of everything.
Arjit sir, your voice is very less. So what you can do, beside the mute section, you see the audio setting. Visible, sir? Just click on the mute part. Okay. On the bottom, at the bottom, you can see the mute setting. Beside the mute option, नीचे देखिए mute का option होगा. उसके साइड में छोटा सा एरो होगा. म्यूट के साइड में है, देखा?
Unmute है ना?
हाँ, म्यूट के बगल में छोटा सा एरो होगा. You can see this. और go to the audio setting, वहां जाइए audio setting पे. हाँ, in the audio setting जो आपका माइक है उसका वॉल्यूम 100% कर दो आप. माइक्रोफोन का वॉल्यूम 100% कर दो आप.
लेकिन वो ऑप्शन तो दिखाई नहीं दे रहा.
नहीं आपको क्योंकि वॉइस कम आ रही है इसलिए बताया. वेट अ सेकेंड, मैं आपको जस्ट नीचे म्यूट का बटन होगा, देखिए सर म्यूट का बटन.
म्यूट का बटन है, अनम्यूट लगा हुआ है.
हाँ, अनम्यूट नहीं करना आपको.
ऑडियो सेटिंग्स.
ओके, वेट अ सेकेंड मुझे देना, मैं आपको बताता हूँ. ऐसे नहीं समझ में आ रहा मुझे. वेट अ सेकेंड. हाँ, ये जो है ना, देखिए ये जो यस, इसको बढ़ा दीजिए और ऑटोमेटिक ऑप्शन पहले हटाइए. ऑटोमेटिक ऑप्शन हटाओ पहले आप. ऑटोमेटिक ऑप्शन हटाइए, इसको हटा दो, अब बढ़ा दो इसको आराम से. यस, अभी आवाज तेज आएगा आपका. अभी आवाज थोड़ा सा तेज करके बोलना बाबा. ठीक है? यस,
ओके. कैन यू हियर मी नाउ?
हाँ, अभी ठीक है सर. थोड़ा सा आवाज माइक के पास आ जाओ सर.
माइक मेरा कॉलर पे है.
हाँ, कोई बात नहीं सर. अभी ठीक है आवाज फ्रेंड्स? अभी ठीक है आवाज पहले से? प्लीज. यस, अभी ठीक है आवाज सर. चलिए प्लीज कंटिन्यू सर.
Okay. So I was telling about the exterior. We have the front cover, which is basically the main thing that everybody sees. There's also the back cover and the spine cover. Spine. rather. So we'll move ahead. We have the interior. Now, interior. Sorry, this is what I wanted to cover. Where in the interior for the book, we'll be covering proofreading, editing, and formatting. Okay, so let me go back to this here. In the exterior, we'll be covering the book cover, the front cover, the back, and the spine. Okay, and then here. Now, let me go on with the book design. What exactly is the motive of having a good design, or what is the role of the cover? Now, everybody knows that famous statement that don't buy the book, don't judge the book by the cover. But let me tell you, it's only the cover that people use to judge a book. The contents of the book and what it is going to be and everything in that is going to be decided what is on the cover. So it's the cover that sells the book. So what Mr. Satya wanted here was to discuss about the psychology of the cover. Okay, let me take you ahead. We all know, all of us like beauty, right? Something that is not so nice and not so good. Given a choice, we wouldn't want to go for it. So it's always without any compulsion. If we have to decide, we will always go for something that is good looking. So let me take you down. This is an image of a few people. I'm sure if you have to judge these people, you are going to say that, yeah, okay, I might be able to trust them. They might be good people and things like that. You would have a positive intent towards this group of people. Now, let me show you another option. This, not so bad, but then if you have to trust these people or if you want to give or, you know, buy something from them or you want to take their opinion from them, you know, it's not going to be so impulsive for you from these people. You're not going to feel so comfortable. Yeah, maybe to enjoy, to have some fun, yes, but otherwise it's not going to be so much of an impulsive buy. You would rather trust these people than these people. Would the members in the groups agree with this? Let's see something in the chat. Okay, so we all have that inclination towards to go for something that looks good, right? So getting back to this, Joan judged the book by the cover is a nice cliche statement, but it's always the other way around. People do judge the book by the cover and only by the cover, unless it's already famous and or it's recommended by somebody and things like that. If it's given you your choice, if you are at the airport bookstore or at the railway station bookstore or at the library or the bookstore on one of the high streets or anywhere, I'm sure you would want to go for a book that has a good cover, that catches your attention and uh, induces you to buy that. So a cover is a very important tool of a book, or rather, you can say it is the most critical thing apart from the content. Content people will know only later, but it's the cover that the people will pay the money for. So cover is a very important part of publishing and book. And in your author journey, please mark it. Your book has to be good. So book cover has to be good if it has to really sell. Okay, let's move ahead. So the thing here is you need to package the whole thing. You need to package the cover in such a way that you get the attention and you induce the person to buy. So that's going to be the challenge in the whole thing, where you are going to use the cover as your salesperson. That is the main point that you have to note. Your book is your your book cover is your salesperson, and it's the salesperson who's going to get you the sales. Anything is judged, the success of that product or the service is judged by the sales it does, and that is going to be driven by the cover in this case. So let's move ahead. Now, let's get directly into the, let me just try to increase this. Okay. So a cover, getting into the psychology of it, you don't want a few negative things on the cover. One thing is you don't want colors which are bad, something that is going to turn you away, something, even the image or the text or anything that is not going to be inducive. Anything that is repulsive is bad. The cover should be inviting, it should be pleasant, it should be pleasing, it should be eye-catching. You go to a bookstore, you will see hundreds of books on the store, on the shelves, but it's only one or two that will catch your eye. So the phrase that goes for a good cover is eye-catching. You should, or your book cover should be eye-catching. It should distinguish itself from the rest of the covers. Okay, and then it should create a curiosity. There should be a curiosity. Let me try and explore this. It should trigger an intrigue in you. Okay, and one of the other things that you should keep in mind is avoid spelling mistakes, avoid grammar mistakes. The title, the subtitle, and author name, all of them should be readable. Okay, going ahead, as I was saying, your book cover is the number one sales agent. Okay, it should cause impulsive buying. That is going to be the benchmark for your book. You have a good cover and it is able to sell, that will take you ahead in your author journey. Now, lastly, or rather, one of these things that I like to tell my authors, or when I do covers for my authors, is that when the author holds the book in his hand, he should feel proud of it. You should not feel ashamed, hide it behind your back, or try to hide it from the person ahead of you. Imagine yourself on a stage. You are in a VIP gathering. You are being felicitated at a function. You want to hold up your book in front of the crowd. You want everybody to see it, and you want people to be uh, appreciating you with the book cover. Okay, so I hope that has made the thing of the importance of the cover to everybody. Can we have some comments in the crowd, in the chat box? Sorry.
Clear, sir, clear.
Okay, let's move ahead. Now, there are some design formats which people use as standard for fiction books and for non-fiction books and for other types of books that are there. So your book should try to be in link with those kind of categories. You shouldn't have a very what do you call, mystery kind of an image for a non-fiction book. If it is a self-help book, you want the content to be very clear. But for a fiction book, be it mystery or romance or things, it can be vague. It can have multiple layers and things like that, which will, give more than just the title. Okay. Then the other thing is there is something known as the psychology of colors. There are certain colors which are involved with certain themes. Let's say there is some colors involved with romance, some colors attached with leadership, some colors with attached with psychology, some with positivity. So try to use those kind of colors for happiness and for joy and for anger. There are different kind of colors which are attached depending on how the standards have been followed over the years. Those are standards which have been set by some kind of routine which many of the people have been using. It is safer to stay with them. There is no hard and fast rule that you should do only that. You can break the rules, but you're taking a risk. When you are doing your first book or you are bringing out your second book or third book, you don't want to experiment too much with things which could be disruptive. So you want to go with the flow which is already set and try to get the maximum in sales. So having said that, let me try to move on. Now, getting to the cover or the formats of the thing. Now you have ebook, which is basically the digital form, which is available on Amazon or other platforms. Then you have the paperback, which is the printed version with a soft cover. Then you have a hardcover, which is basically the hardcover with a paperback with a cardboard cover. Then you have flick books and audio books, and you have other things that can go. I put social media props here basically to identify with 3D images of books which can be used to sell your books on various social media platforms. Okay, so let me move ahead. Now, getting back to the book size of the cover. Ideal size that is recommended is 5.8, sorry, 5 into 8 inches. This is 5.5 into 8.5 and 6 into 9. Now, there are various other sizes which Amazon allows you, but those are not very popular. There could be a different size, A4 size, there could be a journal size, and different sizes depending on what the book is. If it is a photographic book or a coffee table book and things like that, you come in different sizes. But these are relatively the standard formats. In India, it is normally the 5 by 8 or the 5.5 by 8.5. 6 by 9 is a common size in the US. So that's on the sizes. So I'll move ahead. Okay. Now let me get on to the components of the design aspect. We have the front cover, which, as I said earlier, and you all know, it's very clear. The spine, which is basically depending on the thickness of the book. The spine could have the title of the book and the author's name. It could be an extension of the front cover and the back cover, or it could be a different design or color or anything like that. Then there's the back cover. Now the back cover will have normally a few set of things which are again as a routine followed by many people. Okay, these are the components. Okay, now I was saying hardcover. Hardcover has a sticking aspect, or rather a little bit extra than compared to the normal cover, because it has to be stuck onto the cardboard. The normal front and back cover of a paperback is cut, whereas the hard cover, it is stuck onto a cardboard. So your cover design should have a overflow, which can be stuck inside. So whenever you make a hardcover design, it should extend into the insides of the book. I will show you some samples going ahead. Okay. Yeah. Then there's a sleeve. Some books, if you have seen, they just have a removable sleeve, which is just the front cover. Okay. There's also a book set box. You might have seen Harry Potter and those kind of series books. They come in a box. There could be 5 or 6 boxes. Oh, sorry, the books in a box. So there's also a book set box design which sometimes goes. Not so popular in India, but in the US, yes, if you have a series of books, that is almost a must. Okay, I'll go ahead. Okay, now let's get to the real stuff. What exactly are the components of the front cover? Am I going too fast? Can somebody comment? Do you want me to slow down? Any
Clear, sir.
questions?
Go ahead, sir.
Any questions? Okay, I'll move it. So front cover, we have different components. We have the title, which I don't think needs an introduction. We have the author's name. For non-fiction books, there's invariably the subtitle. Okay. Now, for non-fiction or for fiction, you'll invariably find a background color. There could be something at the back, and there could be a foreground color, which is, so basically it's 2 layers of the front cover. Now, there could also be a tagline. A tagline normally comes above the title. This could be addressed to the wider segment or the wider audience of your subject. It's a very small catchline which will target the broadest segment of your niche. Going ahead, some people put some star sparks or some other notes or some other things on the cover, which will be as an additional selling point. It could be in a bestseller, New York bestseller, or Amazon bestseller. Amazon doesn't allow it, but it could be that other things that you could put, first of the series or book 2 of 3 or anything like that as a star spark, which could draw the attention of the potential reader. Okay. Please feel free to stop me and ask me if anybody has any questions. I don't think this particular thing is any confusing, but please going ahead. We're getting a little more complex, so please do stop me and ask me. Okay, thank you. Okay, now the back cover. Back cover, we tend to have the book title again, but in smaller size. The reason is it's not as a standard. At least I follow that with all of my book covers that I do. If the book, imagine the book is lying on a table somewhere, either in a coffee shop or in your home, the book is turned over and the title is visible on the back side, they will know what it is. It can curiosity factor if it is not there, but then if it is there, it does indicate to the person who's seeing it what the book is. Okay, so I ideally like to have the book title on the back in a smaller format. Then going ahead, you write a small synopsis of the book, which gives a brief of inside of what the book is, whole thing about the book. Imagine yourself in a bookstore and you're trying to, you've been attracted by the cover, you take a look, you flip through the pages, there's not much you can catch in a few seconds. You turn the book around, you look at the back side, and then you read. what is there. It could be about the book, it could be reviews by certain publications. Times said this, New York Times said this, or Los Angeles said this, or let's say Hindustan Times said this, or Navbharat Times said this. All those will add value to your book to convince the potential reader to take the final jump of going ahead for the book. A small thing that intrigues the potential readers also, who's the author. If you become famous, you don't need that. But at the initial stage, you need people to know who you are. People are interested in know who you are, who's the person that I'm trying to get all the information from. So you try to get into that exploration thing about who the person is, so that you can be able to know about the book, and that is the final selling point. Okay, the book cover invariably also have the barcode, which will have the ISBN code, and could have the price patch, which should be indicative. It could also have the publisher's logo and which year it was published and things like that. How much print copy this has run and things like that. Normally, the ISBN code should give that, but I don't think in India as yet those details are available. So it's just going to be these kind of things. Okay, I'll proceed. Any questions, friends?
I hope the psychology is covered to all of you. Just type triple C in the comment section if psychology part is covered. It is clear. Just try triple C, all of you. Okay. Sir, the formatting part will be remaining, I think so.
Formatting part, I will go ahead. I will
Okay.
be interior. It's the interior. I'm still in the cover.
Okay. Please continue, sir. Please continue.
Yeah. Okay. So what are the output formats for the cover? What you need to give to a publisher, what you need to use to publish it on the various platforms. It could be JPEG, it could be PDF, or it could be PNG. Now, JPEG is basically the image which you use. So you need to go for a good resolution so that you don't have a blurred image or a rasterated image. PDF is ideal, where you don't have the loss of quality. PNG is, of course, the ideal one, but many platforms and many plugin points don't allow that. So you have to stick with JPEG or PDF as the thing goes. Okay. So let me move ahead. What are the softwares you can use for making covers? Now, Canva is the most popular. I'm sure all of you all are aware of it. Many of you already doing it, experts in that. I have to admit, I'm zero in that. I'm totally blank. There are other softwares, Photoshops, Illustrator, then Lightroom is basically a tool to help the others. Then there's Adobe InDesign again, there's Corel Draws, various suits, affinities there. Okay. Now, beyond all this, I'd like to give you all a surprise. Which is the most common software all of you all use? Can we have some comments? Hello, am I here? I didn't mean Canva. Okay, beyond Canva. Okay, Canva. Beyond Canva, on your day-to-day basis, Excel, I can see Word. Okay, let me tell you, there are amazing features in Word which can help you to make fantastic covers. Okay, it'll be a shocker to many people, but then you can make absolutely world-class best-selling covers on Word. I don't know whether I'll be able to go through that. I'm not an expert as yet. I'm more comfortable with Illustrator. I will try to do a quick lesson on designing in Illustrator, okay, which will be with your inputs in this group. Whatever inputs we get from here, we'll take and design a cover, practically show you how to go about the whole thing, okay? So as I was saying, the surprise is MS Word. There are a lot of features which is shockingly hidden and not popular at all among the larger uh, computer users that MS Word is. There are so many features that other softwares try to project as premium, and it is kind of standard in Word, and it can be used. Of course, it has its drawbacks, and it's not so comfortable compared to other softwares. But if you're stuck, if you are really not knowing, how to go about it, and you're comfortable with Word, it's easier for you to learn to do designing a cover in MS Word than trying to explore a new software totally, whether it is Illustrator or CorelDRAW or Affinity or uh, any of the others, Photoshop or anything like that. Okay, so let me go ahead. Let's get into the book interior now. We are almost done with the exterior. I will get on to designing a book cover for you all. Let me just, would you all like to see some book covers? Would you all like to see some book covers that I have done, covering all these aspects? Okay, right. Is my screen visible? I'm not getting any sound from anybody. Mr. Satya, is it
Yes, sir.
visible?
Yes, visible, sir.
Oh, okay. These are some designs I've done for covers over some time. I can just show you different kind of things which we discussed about. I'll stop at this. Let's say, okay, I'll take this example. So here you can see the top line is the tagline. Then you have the title, you have a background image, you have a foreground image, you have the subtitle, and the author's name. Clear? These are
Yes, sir.
things which I mentioned to you earlier. So I'll just repeat that. We have the top line, which is the tagline. Now, if you notice here, it says the ultimate guide for smart students. Okay. Now, this is the title, which says I am the best. And it's trying to target the students. And this person wanted to highlight he has a couple of daughters who are very smart and enterprising. So he has an inclination towards the girls, and most of the things have boys. So they wanted to put a girl's image here. So that's fine. So we have the subtitle. Now, I have a mentor and a guru as well. So he has a formula which he applies for subtitles. I can see a comment which says, is it okay to put the publisher's name on the front cover? Yeah, if you're going through a publisher, invariably they will put it. It is a selling point because if it is a popular, you know, Rupas or Pustak Mahal or Penguins or whatever, McGraw Hill and whatever. Those logos will be able to sell you the book. People trust that. They have already a saleable logo which is there. So if your book is carrying that logo, it helps that much more to sell the book. Okay, so this is the aspect of a non-fiction book. I move ahead. Okay, this is a fiction book where you can see there's a bit of intrigue. The title is there. There is a subtitle and the author name. There's no tagline or anything. It kind of gives a mystery. You want the person to feel mysterious, and the kind of readers who are targets or niche for these people, they are interested in these kind of covers. So if it is a fiction book, a thriller, it is these kind of covers as a standard that goes. So it's better to stick with this and try to get your target audience. So you can see here, and this with this and this, it's quite a bit of this vaguity here, the suspense. You don't know what it is, but other things are trying to be more clearer about what it is. Okay, so I'll go ahead with the covers. You can see one of the aspects of the color theology, color psychology. There is a good contrast between the background and the title. That's a very important aspect that you have to remember when you're designing your cover. Please keep that in mind. Okay. Now, is this cover visible to you? All of you?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this is basically a hardcover cover. Okay, you can see it is extended a bit. Can you all see my mouse?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the book will actually be only around this much, and the rest of the book will be stuck inside. The cover will be stuck inside. I'll try to see if this is the spine. This is the back cover. This is the title, the back. This is about the book. This is about the author, and this is the author photo. Now, some people like to put their photos, some people don't like to put. It's a personal choice. There's no compulsion in any of these things. You can leave the back page totally empty as well. There's nobody stopping. But invariably, those help sell the book better. So it's better you put it so that you don't leave any stone unturned to get your sale. This is a paperback cover. You can see here the cut is very close to the text. This is a paperback, whereas here you can see there's a lot of gap. So this is the hardcover. Okay, so there's a lot of difference between the two. Now there is a limitations on Amazon for hardcover and paperback, and for spine. The spine will come in to play only if your book is minimum 100 pages or more. If it is less than 100 pages, Amazon will not print anything on your spine. They will print the spine, but they will not allow any text. Okay, and then for hardcover, the minimum count is it should be 72 pages. If your book is less than 72 pages, they wouldn't allow you to publish your book in hardcover format. So just keep that in mind. If you want to go for a hardcover, you better go for 72 pages. And the size, again, it has to be 5.5 by 8.5. The 5 by 8 is not allowed in hardcover format. You can do the 5 by 8 for all the other things, but you cannot do the hardcover in that. So you have to jump to the next size. And of course, the bigger sizes, they allow the hardcover. Okay, so let me go ahead with some more covers. Where is my... Hello, am I there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions on any of the covers? Please stop me and ask.
If you have any question, please unmute. Just raise your hand. I will unmute you, please. कोई सवाल है तो पूछ सकते हो आप. अभी अपन you all have the unmute right. You can unmute yourself. If you have any question, please ask them.
The पहला वाला जो आपने डिजाइन देखा है the best करके उसका जरा थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेन करिएगा that images का बैकग्राउंड एंड फ्रंट वाला जो है वो थोड़ा सा.
First wala?
I am the best.
Which one? I am the best. I am the best. Okay.
हाँ
So you have
हाँ
these
yeah, this,
rays out here, which is basically counted as the background.
the yellow part and the sun rays का something is that is called as the background color. ना?
It's the background color. It's
Back
just
cover.
image. And then you have this girl here as the foreground. Okay.
Girl's photo comes under what?
Foreground in the front. It's in the front, right? Background and foreground. Background and front ground. You want to call it that.
Okay.
Yes, Hemant sir, ask a question.
Yes. Do we have to get our book registered somewhere?
If you are
You
doing,
are publishing on, let Mr. Satya answer that.
if you are publishing your book or in Kindle, there is no need to register first, sir. After publishing the book, you can then do the registration on. You can you can enter the. You can then apply for ISBN. This is
Sure.
only sir.
So later on, you will be giving the details about how to get registered.
Yes, later, sir, in the 4th class. Sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Yes, you want to add something, RJ sir?
I had a question.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
For ebooks, you require copyright, like for paperback.
Even sir, every content that you are writing, okay, it is covered under the copyright laws. Okay, everything is covered in the copyright law. But for the copyright, you have to wait for some time. You have to apply. There is certain processes there for the application. But if you're writing the book, you don't have to worry, sir. खुद
Okay.
बुक लिखा है तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं जरूर, because copywriting will take lot of time. ISBN people get within 10 to 15 days. Copyright will take some time, sir.
Sir, how we
Achha.
can make our content copyrights?
Main content, first of all, please make sure you have to design the content structure in such a way it should be unique content. It should be your ideas. Essence you can copy from somewhere, but never try to use copy paste. Never try to copy the exact the layout of the book sometime. Number of pages, number of lessons, and flow of lesson. That's it. Try to be as unique, as honest in your approach. You don't
How-
need any.
Sir, how we come to know we are unique? Actually, we are seeing, right? Everywhere index page is there. Everywhere like title page, preface, everything is there. So how we come to know we are unique from that?
Yes, very good question. First of all, let's suppose you are referring 5 books. Now, after referring 5 books, you are designing your first content page. First content page you are designing. First 5 lessons. And let's say first 10 lesson. Please make sure the lessons that you are designing, first get some knowledge of the book, first get the subject knowledge. And if after then you will design, please make sure that the main designing part should not align 100% with any book. Let's suppose I am author of one book and I have written 10 chapters. Each exact chapter name alignment should not be there. It should not happen also, ma'am. This is the first way to check, and you can, and the book you are getting reference. Maybe people get reference from 10 book, 12 book. Let's suppose you are getting reference from 12 books. Please make sure your the main the content part of the book or the chapter part should be totally different. You should get some ideas, but it should not be same. It should be different. This you can do it very easily. It's not a big deal. After that, what you are writing inside the chapter, in that chapter, please make sure before writing the chapters, first have an alignment on the mind map. On the mind map, you can get an idea what you will be writing in an effective way. Then if you write, there will be no issue of copy paste, no issue will be facing. A content, even if you're writing unique content by yourself, there will be no issue at all in terms of plagiarism, in terms of copyright, ma'am.
Just
Okay.
a minute, sir. One thing only. Actually, see, I have read many books. Suppose I'm just sharing one thing. Rich Dad Poor Dad, right? One more. Start with Why. Simon Sinek. So many books are there. The same thing. Like index is there, then preface is there, then the chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. These different chapters are there. These all the books are aligned the same way. So is these a anything over there like?
Ma'am, you are talking about the non-fiction books, especially on the motivation and self-improvement. Okay. So these books, definitely a lot of chapters would be common. But please make sure the part, and sometimes some the examples they have taken, okay, some reference they have taken, from stories they have taken, and it is given with the reference with this particular content is from this particular book or reference. If you are taking reference from particular book, first of all you have to mention and you have to take permissions. Is it clear? Let's suppose if I am quoting one particular chapter from exact chapter from Shakespeare book. In that case, first I have to take a written permission from the particular publishers. The written permission you have to take. Some content, let's suppose some quotation is there where you want to get the reference. Some quotation you can add, some stories which are popular you can add easily. But any book you are writing, the flow of the book should not be same with any book, ma'am. And literally, if you are writing books, some books you are writing, after getting the ample knowledge, okay, then if you write, you will not have this type of problem. This problem you will have only when you are giving that proper reference. If you are aligning the proper content, some definition based, these people will have problem. But when you write a unique content, this problem you will never face, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, sir.
No, I understood that the content is original. But the ISBN number is enough. Once you publish on Amazon, it's already copyrighted by like it's your
It is enough, sir. ISBN is enough, sir.
ISBN is enough now.
Yes, enough, sir. No need to worry about this. Yes, sir. Next one.
Sir, if we get 100% unique in duplicate checker, does it mean that it's a unique and there is no duplication?
If you are using ChatGPT, in that case, definitely there will be no issue at all. Okay. Same type, other people will be writing the content. This will happen also. Any website says it is 100% original. It is not right, sir. It is approximately 80 to 85%. Any content you have to write from yourself also. Because you at present we are writing AI. At present we are writing the content by the AI, 100% content. But whenever you are writing the content by yourself also, then this would not be case, sir. Next question. Chali. RJ sir, some is book interior you are going to cover, sir? RJ sir. चलिए तो अभी सर are in the class, sir? और अनम्यूटिंग हो रहा सर का. If you have another question, कुछ और question है तो चलिए. I am going to cover how to design a cover page. Ready? Just type double R in the comment section if you are ready. Double R Ricky comment. Just type double R in the comment section if you are ready. How to design cover page by the Canva? Easily you can design. It's not a big deal.
Sir,
you want to design? Yes, sir.
आरजे सर का कांटेक्ट नंबर या ईमेल आईडी दीजिएगा सर.
मैं सर नंबर मैं आपको ग्रुप में दे दूंगा. अभी मुझे फोन बहुत दूर रखा है, मैं नंबर दे दूंगा आपको, चिंता मत कीजिए. I will request him to write down the number. Yesterday also he have written the number. I think he's not able to unmute. So wait a second. Now, making the cover page is not a big deal. You can make it very easily and effectively. Yes, Ajay sir. I'm the class, sir.
I was on mute. I didn't realize that. I was trying to talk.
Okay. Sir, I am covering the cover page by the Canva. Then we'll move on, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. Will take 15 minutes. So now you want to design a wonderful cover page. Definitely is not a big deal. But first of all, you should get the cover page ideas. Yeah. Cover page design karna hai. How to design cover page? It is very easy. First of all, get the idea. Okay. You have to be very smart and precise. So let's suppose ebook cover page design for speed reading books. Look at a lot of ideas you're getting. Click on the all section. First, right, you will get this option and click on image section. Then you will get a lot of ideas. First of all, you got the lot of ideas regarding the speed reading books. Lot of cover page ideas. And if you click on the creative side, you can see the creative side. You can get the creative sides also. Okay. Yeah, creative books especially on speed reading. So here you can get lot of ideas regarding the particular book that you want to publish for the speed reading. Click here and just click here. आप देखिए यहाँ मैं click किया view all. Every content on the speed reading is here, and these are the one of the top selling books also. So now get an idea what title they are writing. Okay, what color combination they are using. You will get a reference. You will get a reference. By this reference, you can design your cover page. Let's suppose we are designing the cover page on the speed reading. Speed reading पे design करना cover page. And I want my photo also. So same way, you have to go to the canva.com, click here, Canva, and here on the, please write down ebook cover, click here, and automatically showing the size. 512 multiply 800 px. Now you can see it will take some time and it will show you the templates. Yes, it will show you the template. It will wait for some time. It will show you the template. Look at this. These are the templates for the ebook cover page. These are templates. And these are the templates. So what you can do, you can choose any one template. You can design from scratch also. But at present, I am choosing one template so that it is so easy for me to design it in an effective way. So first of all, I will choose one template. Let's suppose I am choosing the template. This template, and this is a pro version, means you have to pay money for that. Okay. And now I will be choosing the free version first. This which do not have any pro link. So what I will be doing, I will be choosing this template I have chosen. And one template you choose, it will show the related templates also. It will show related templates also that you can choose. So I will click here and I will go to the, yes, book I have to design on speed reading. Yes, speed reading पे book design करनी है. So this is the cover page that I am designing the cover page. It will take some time. This is the normal book page cover template I am getting. This is a template. In the meantime, I will be getting a lot of content ideas from this left side also. यहाँ से मुझे content ideas मिलेंगे. I will be getting content idea from this side also. Wait a second, it is coming. Is Megha, wait a second. This is the book I want to change. So what I will be doing, first of all, here I will add my own image. Let's suppose I am mentioning book on speed reading. So what I will be choosing, first of all, I will take a reference. What was the reference? Reference. These types of book I want, this type. Let's suppose I want to make this type of book. इस तरह की किताब बनानी है. This type of cover page I want to design. Okay, a bit like this. Same, I will go here. किधर गया? Yes. So first of all, I have the liberty to change the background. Whatever background color you want, you can change the background color. Go to the background. Wait a second. Background. Whatever color you want, you can change. You want green, you want blue, you want red. Whatever color you want, you can choose the color. कोई भी color आप choose कर सकते हो. Whatever color you want, you can choose the color. Now I want book on speed reading. So I will change the font to speed reading. Speed reading. And then I will click on the alignment. Okay, alignment, this middle one. Okay. Yes. I do not want this around figure. इसको मुझे नहीं चाहिए. So I will remove also. I don't want volume 2. I will delete the volume 2. I can reduce the font size also, speed reading. Then here, if I want some image of the speed reading. So first of all, I will go here. I want some related image also. I will go to the Pixabay, the website where you can get a lot of royalty-free images. Then I will type speed reading. For book, never take image from Google. Please try to avoid speed. Wait a second. Speed reading. Speed reading. All type of image. Click here. Here you will get call it royalty-free images. So these are the paid one, but these are the free one. नीचे आप देख रहे हो, these are the free one, free images. So you can take any image which suits you. Definitely for choosing one image, it will take time. It is up to you which image you want to choose. कोई image आप choose सकते हो. So let's suppose if I want this type of image. Let's suppose this type. Yes, choosing the right image, it will take a lot of time. It's not easy to choose image. Now this is the paid one. Yes, wait a second. Yes, ये कहाँ गया? Click here. ये देखिए ये free content. This is free. I will remove the speed reading. I will go to reading, so I can get more option. ये देखिए, yes, I will get more options. Yes, wait a second. So let me explore. This I want. ये थोड़ा बढ़िया वाला है. Okay. Yes, wait a second. Yes, I will click here. I will download. This is a royalty-free image. As I am downloaded, you don't have to worry about the copyright. So it will download. So it is downloading JPG file. ये मैं download कर रहा हूँ, and I have to go to the Canva. Same template, and I have to upload the template. This photo I have to upload. I have to go to the upload section. File, upload file. And then I have to go to the same download page here up, and then upload. This photo I am uploading. It will take some time. Image is on the go. Yes, it is being uploaded. So what I will be doing, I will just copying here. Copy कर दूंगा. Okay. Now you can see if I click here, it is up to you. Want to add a background? Click here, it will act like a background image. Wait a second, Control Z. Just draw it. Now it is at the background. A background में मैंने डाल दी. If you do not want it a background, so you can click here only. यहाँ रख लिए. In now scroll it, and then a limited version you can choose whatever you want. जहाँ तक आप चाहते हो, you can just scroll it, and you can use it. Yes. जहां तक आप चाहो यहाँ तक यूज कर सकते हो. Okay, it is up to you which type, in which way you want to use it, full fledged or part. Okay, it is up to you कहाँ तक आप यूज करना चाहते हो. Okay, you can use it in structured way in whichever you want. You want to the background, you can have about better to keep in a background in an effective way. Okay, now you want just the, you don't want the you don't want this background image. आपको background image नहीं चाहिए. Wait a second. You want just image without any background. This is also possible. What you have to do, This is the exact image and you want to remove the exact background. You want just books photo. आपको किताब का photo चाहिए. You have to click here. You have to go to edit photo, and in our edit photo, you have to click, go to the edit photo, go to edit photo, and remove BG. Click here. It will remove the entire background. Only books will be visible. This you can use anywhere. This you can look. Only books is there. केवल किताबें. So you can, this way you can extract books also. So I am more comfortable in using it as a background, replace background. So this is the other background. मैंने background में लगा दिया. So I am showing the other steps. Click here, just drag it. So it will act as background. Definitely some limitation is there. क्या नाम थोड़ा limitation है तो definitely you will have some problem, but it will work. आपका काम करेगा. Click here, replace background. This is a background image. Now here I want my image, whatever image. अगर मैं खुद का image चाहता हूँ, here you can have your own image as a in sideways. So what you can do, this is the photo I have taken. ये photo आप देख पा रहे हो, this photo. Same way I will drag this photo, and I will remove the background of photo. This is the photo I want to use as a author page. Just I will drag it here. It will have the photo, but it is showing the curtain part. So I will click here. I will go edit photo and I will click remove.bg. So it will remove the entire photo only. Yes, this will be remaining. Is it clear? ये छोटा सा image आ जाएगा backend में as a author photo. Author photo will be there. Rest part you can remove. ये आपको यहाँ से हटाना पड़ेगा. Yes. Now this part is there. Speed reading, and then by you can mention any name. By okay, Satya, whatever you can say. If I want another image, this image already, this is mine image. कौन सी किधर? Wait a second. So I can drag this image also. यहाँ मैं अपनी image ला सकता हूँ. Just I am dragging my image like this. This image also I can use for myself in effective way. मैं अपना image डाल सकता हूँ. So it is up to you which image you want to add, which way you want to add is not a big deal. Easily you can add your image in effective way. Just you have to remove the background of your image. Just you can drag it here. This is the image I am using. ये image मेरा हो गया. Now you want to add something. You want to add another thing also, or some text you want to add. Click on the text part, and already headline is there. I can add sub-headline. It's a sub-headline part. You can add sub-headline. If you want to add another sub-headline, you can add another sub-headline. And if you want to add some emojis, go to the elements. In elements, you will see lot of features that you want to add. You want heart, circle, book. Let's suppose you want book. Okay, book चाहिए आप. You want book. Click here, and you will show the book icon will be also visible. So we'll click here. Okay, I can have book icon. Lot of icons will be available. I will click here. Book icon will be there. Okay, you can have it like this, and here I can add it also. So whatever content you want to add, whatever title you want to add, you can add the title. Okay, cover page you want to add, you can add the cover page. And later, if you want to add some extra, let's suppose some cartoon you want to add. Okay, some cartoon you want to add. You can add some cartoon also. It's not a big deal. Cartoon भी add कर सकते हो. Some pixeler. Okay, so wait a second. Some cartoon factor you want to add. This way you can add any cartoon. I will not recommend to add cartoon, but it is up to you. You can choose any cartoon, or you can add your own photo. Your own photo will be best on your cover page. In this way, you can make the cover page easily, effectively. I am not writing the exact title. You have to take your time to write the title. And here, same. If you want to change the background again, same way you can change the background also. यहाँ से जाइए, you can change the background. Yes, Canva, you have some limitation. So limitation है थोड़ा सा. In this way, you can change the background again also. It is up to you. If you want one photo also in the background, let's suppose you want speed reading photo in the background. Let's suppose you want speed reading photo on the background. From here also, you will get a lot of ideas. नहीं इसमें नहीं है. Okay. Reading, I will want reading. If reading is there, ये भी नहीं है. So inbuilt में नहीं है, तो you can choose any other photo you want. You can choose another photo. It is up to you which photo you want. In this way, you can make wonderful cover page. Just you have to use your means थोड़ा सा creativity use करना. You can make, you can design your cover page. If you want something extra, कुछ extra लगाना है, you want some designing part, you want कुछ और designing part बनाना है आपको, click here and here. You will get lot of ideas. यहाँ पे जाइए. You will get, you want circle part. Wait a second. Let's suppose here you want a circle part. Click here. You can draw a circle. यहाँ circle डाल दें. Here you can add your own other photo also. Whatever photo you want. या कुछ और फोटो लगाना चाहते हो, you can here you can align, go to the uploads and here you can add any photo, whatever photo you want. Okay, ये this photo you want, this align for whatever photo you want, you can align whatever content you want, you can align. Let's suppose here you want to add some image of the book. कुछ book का image add करना है, easily you can add the image. If somebody else image you want to add, you can add somebody else image. Any image you can drag it easily here. यहाँ आप drag कर सकते हो. In this way you can make the easily you can make the cover page. I think it is clear to all of you. If it is clear, just type I in the comment section. Just type I. I request just type I. And if you want to do from the scratch onwards, खुद बनाना है. Don't want to choose any template. In that case, same, go to the file of the beginning and write ebook cover page. Wait a second. Ebook cover page. Ebook cover. Wait a second. Click here. And instead of choosing the template, you can, any designs are available. You can start with the up. You can start with the, look at, there is one option is available. You can see the, wait a second. These are the templates you are getting. You don't have to choose the template. Choose any plus option where you have to design the template from the beginning. Sorry, it is taking some time to come. So time later, wait a second. Click on the plus sign. You can see the plus sign is available. Create blank ebook cover. Click on the blank, and from the blank you can design your own content. Simple. You can drag the photo also. Wait a second. You can add your content. You can design content. Now this is the blank cover page I am having. So first of all, what I will be doing, I will be adding the text part. I will click on the text part first. The text part will be there. So what I will be adding, main heading, subheading. I will click add heading. Then I will drag it here. Okay. Then add subheading, another subheading. I want another subheading, and one add heading that you can, I will add at the bottom. 4 heading I will choose. This 4 heading I will choose. Then if I want to add any background image I want, definitely I can choose any background image, whatever is comfortable to me, मेरे को जो अच्छा लगता है. I can go to here. मैं यहाँ जा सकता हूँ. Wait a second. Background किधर गया? Yes, background. I can choose any background which is color wise, whatever you can choose. Okay. This let's suppose book. Book I am writing. So this background, yes. When background is not available, so go to the application segment and choose Pixabay. Pixabay is integrated in this. Wait a second. Yes, Pixlr and Pixabay, in both you will get lot of free quality content. I will click here. Reading, instead of speed reading, I will choose reading. Look at this. Now here I am getting the photos, and here I can drag any photo in the background which suits me. Same, I will choose this photo. Look at this. Background I have added. This photo I have added background. And same, I want my own content, so I will own photo. I will recommend please try to add your own photo in the आप प्लीज अपना फोटो तो पक्का ऐड कीजिएगा in your book cover. It will add lot of value. So here कुछ भी choose कर सकते हो, whatever you can choose any circle like this. I will choose here I want this circle part, and in the circle I want my own image. I will go to the uploads and I will drag my own photo. जो मैंने फोटो बनाई थी, wait a second, this photo will drag my own photo. किधर गया, wait a second, and wait a second, this photo you have to upload by yourself. किधर गया, wait a second, yes, I will drag it here. ये photo मेरा हो गया. And if I want another color also, I can have another color also. If you do not want this circle in the background, so simply what you can do, you don't have to use the circle part. Okay, sorry, control Y. So you do not want the circle part, you can drag it. You can simply drag your photo here. यहाँ लगा सकते हैं अपना photo side में. And here what you can do, you can remove the entire. You can go to the edit photo and then remove your photo. लीजिए, तो it will be without this type of photo you will be getting. And here you can add your content. Some other images you can add. Please, you can add yourself also. Some elements you want to add. Okay, any rectangle. Okay, any कुछ भी आप add करना चाहते हो, it is up to you. You can click here rectangle. यहाँ जाइए, आपका rectangle आ जाएगा. It's not a big deal. Click on the shape and line. Choose whatever shape you want to choose. It totally depend on your creativity. And click here. And I will delete first. Okay. So this will align in the top. Here you can change the color later. Okay. Okay, yes. And this I want at the bottom. And this, wait a second. लीजिए आपका. So here, if you want to add anything, you can add any item. Please, the whatever you are adding, the color should be contrast. So here you can change the color also, whatever color you want. कोई भी रंग चाहते हो तो आप रंग choose कर सकते हो. Whatever color you want. This color I want. Same. Try to make the same color, so confusion ना रहे. And then you can add your own text. If you want to add your own text, you can add your own text also. Speed reading. So you can click here and you can increase the text also. In this way, you can increase the text. Easily you can, yes, it's all depend how much you practice. In this way, and then click share and download. That's it. In which pixel size you want to download, it is up to you. You can download, you can make your content. So from scratch, you can do it. From template, you can do it. I hope it is clear to all of you. Just type I in the comment section. Yes, Canva is premium content. Some content is free, some content is paid. If you want Canva Pro, it will cost around 4,000 rupees for per year. Okay, 4,000 रुपए लगते हैं per year के. So I hope it is clear. Yes, sir. RJ sir, now you can move ahead for the formatting part, sir.
Canva sir कितना लगता है सर per year सब्सक्रिप्शन?
4,000 रुपए लगता है सर. ठीक है. पर ईयर. देखिए, इसका एक जुगाड़ भी है. हमारे वांट जुगाड़. अभी जुगाड़ आपको मैं दे ही नहीं सकता, कुछ बैकएंड में दिक्कत है. इसका ना बैकएंड में यूनिवर्सिटीज लाइसेंस लेती हैं. ठीक है. यूनिवर्सिटी लाइसेंस बहुत सस्ते मिलते हैं उनको. तो वो क्या कहता है, कुछ लोग बैकएंड में यूनिवर्सिटी लाइसेंस बेचते हैं. एंड यू विल बी सरप्राइज, ऑलमोस्ट एंटायर थिंग इज सेम. व्हाटएवर यू गेट द बिजनेस अकाउंट, मेरे पास दोनों अकाउंट है. बिजनेस अकाउंट भी यूनिवर्सिटी अकाउंट में है. ये देखिए यूनिवर्सिटी अकाउंट है, लिखा होगा आंध्र यूनिवर्सिटी. ठीक है. ये किसी ने मुझे दिया था पहले, लगभग 4-5 महीने से, नहीं ज्यादा हो गया इससे. ठीक है. तो ये यूनिवर्सिटी अकाउंट है. एंड ये मार्केट में 700 से 800 का मिल जाता है, अच्छा खासा, जो रिलायबल बनता हो. मेरे पास बीच में मैं पहले देता था, वो भी देता हूँ, मुझे कुछ टाइम चाहिए, फिर मैं आपको दे पाऊंगा. ये देखिए सेम अकाउंट है, ये यूनिवर्सिटी का अकाउंट है. इस यूनिवर्सिटी अकाउंट इज देयर. And I have paid only 700 rupees, and I got it for 1 year. I have this premium version also. The premium version and I am using the premium version, but 95% content is almost functionality is same. 95%. that you can use it in a very effective way. So instead of purchasing the business version, it is better to purchase university version. But what happens? Some people are selling at cost of 500 also, 600 also, but sometimes after 3 and 4 months, it do not work. So getting the right license from right vendor is most important. तो अगर भविष्य में मुझे मिलेगा तो आपको बताऊंगा, अभी नहीं है मेरे पास, एग्जैक्ट नहीं है, ठीक है, तो मैं उसके लिए अभी नहीं कह सकता, बट इन फ्यूचर इफ आई गेट एनी रिलायबल पर्सन आई विल लेट यू नो, ठीक है. तो ये आप ले सकते हैं. आपको अगर यहाँ से लेना तो थोड़ा टाइम देना पड़ेगा, अप्रॉक्स 5 से 6 दिन, तब मैं आपको रियलिटी बता पाऊंगा, देन आई कैन गारंटी. नहीं तो आप मार्केट में भी देख सकते हो जो बैक एंड में देते हैं, दिस विल बी बेस्ट फॉर यू. चलिए. यस आरजे सर क्लास में है क्या? अभी शायद छोड़ दिया उन्होंने क्लास. नहीं अभी नहीं है सर. आरजे सर.
Hello, can you hear me?
यस सर.
Can you hear me?
यस. अरे एक और लॉगिन किया आपने सर. वेट अ सेकंड, ट्राई टू चेंज योर नेम सर. जूम लेके आ रहा है. चलिए.
It's okay. I have got 2 connections on. I don't know which one is.
Okay, please continue regarding the formatting part.
Hanji. Are you able to see my screen?
No sir, screen is not visible sir. Screen is not visible.
Okay, I think I'll disconnect this option because that's on the mobile.
Sir, mobile pe hai. Wait a second. You have a screen.
I'll disconnect that. I'll go to the.
Try to re-log in, sir. Okay, re-log in.
Can you see now?
Yes, yes, screen is visible, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay, friends, welcome back. Or rather, you should welcome me back. I just have a query before we proceed. Anything on the cover that is still a question mark in your minds?
आपने इच्छा इतना अच्छा समझाया, किसी को क्वेश्चन मुझे लगता नहीं है अभी.
या फिर मैं इतना बुरा समझाया कि किसी को कुछ पढ़ना नहीं पड़े.
अच्छा समझाया सर.
Okay, let's hope somebody was able to benefit. Anyways, getting ahead, I want to know, see in the book exterior, I did the theory part and then showed the cover and covers. And then I was supposed to do the actual practical work, but then you took that over. No problem. That's fantastic. I also learned a lot. Book interiors, do you want me to do the theory or get into the practical part straight away?
Sir, practical part would be the best, sir.
Okay, right. So I'll show you some samples and then we'll proceed with the. Where are we? Covers. Okay, let me show you what a typical document will look like when you get it in your hand. Okay, I mean, when you finish writing, what it will look like after your first or second draft. This is what it's going to look like in a reasonably good format. Is my screen visible to you all?
Yes, visible, sir.
Okay. So, this is what a book will look like. Okay, this is fairly well done because this gentleman has already published around 8 or 9 books when he reached me. I think I've done around 8 or 9 books after that for him. By the way, Mr. Satya, I think you got what I said wrong. I have not published 250 books on my own. I have done around 250 books for others. So don't credit me for something which I have not done. So anyway, so yeah, this is kind of a book which you can see the chapters there, and then the title is there, and then subtitle is there, and things like that. Now, once the formatting is done, I'll show you what it looks like. Oops, not this. Yep. I hope my screen is still visible to you. Okay.
Visible, sir.
Yeah. So this is what the book looks like once it's formatted. You have the cover page. This is the interior cover. Please don't mistake for the exterior cover. There has to be an exterior cover and there should be an interior cover. This is compulsory. I'm sure you'll understand the practicality of it if you try to put in your mind a little bit into printing. The cover is printed separately in color and the book is printed in black and white in some other place. So if there's no front cover, all the text will look alike. So there should be a front cover, which is not exactly the front page what it is, but then it should have something to identify so that when the cover and the exterior cover and the interior book is put together, there is a match. There's no mismatch of the content and the cover. Okay, so this is the cover page of the book, interior cover page. You have the table of contents. There's the various chapters. This gentleman has been very elaborate with contents. These are the page numbers. I don't need to explain all this. You can see a few things here which would be of interest to a lot of authors. There is a welcome chapter. There is something about the author there. There is a dedication. There is introduction. There's a small story. There's a preface. He has got very unique thing which he uses as how to use the book, how to go about reading the book. And then since he has so many books, he gives a few books free as a lead magnet. So he has that. And then the actual chapters. And then again, the conclusion, he has a lot of content even after the conclusion. Summary of the main points, what is the outcome of the book. Basically, he's trying to tell what is the points in a summary kind of a thing. And then he asks for a review. He wants, if you want to know more about, more about the author's other books, annexures, he has got references from where he has taken content. Then there is a disclaimer saying that this is his book and things like that. Then there is the copyright. So I'll just go ahead and show you these things one by one so that you can understand. This is the welcome page, which is a small thing. So if I take you back here, see the actual chapters of the book is this much only. It's page 19 to 139. So it's around 120 pages. But he has made the book around 172 plus maybe one or two. So around 172 pages. So around 50 pages he has added. There is something in our culture, हम लोग नापतोल के लिखते हैं ना, दुकान जाते हैं तो सब कुछ हाथ पकड़ में देखते हैं कि इसमें वजन है कि नहीं. तो किताब भी काफी बार ऐसे ही होता है कि हाथ पे पकड़ के देखते हैं कितना वजन है. So you try to feel the weight of the book. So you don't want a very small book, very thin book. If you can add pages, though Mr. Satya was advising 20, 30, 40 pages book, it's fine. But there are simple methods to increase the content of the book without adding too much of, without going through too much of a struggle. And it's all adding value. It's not something that is outside of the book. Okay, so you can see here chapters 1 to 5. And then the other things, I'll just repeat this in case anybody wants to go through this. Welcome. I mean, I'm sure you'll see the recording. I hope this is being recorded, Mr. Satya. They can go through it. Yeah, so there is the conclusion, summary of the main points. So I'll just go through the book now. So you have the welcome where he is written. There's a small thing about the author. He has given his website so that people can go and link. This is a book. So this link will not work. In the ebook, this link will work. And mind you, in the ebook, there will not be any page number. This is basically a cross between the ebook and the thing. In the ebook, the page numbers will not be there. There will only be the page links to the various chapters. hyperlinks to the various chapters. There will be no page numbers because it is in continuous flow. Depending on the device, the flow will change. So there will not be page numbers. So do not add page numbers for your ebook content. And your ebook content has to be only in doc format, DOC or DOCX. Whereas for printing, for paperback, for hardcover, through Pothys, through Notion Press, you have to provide them with PDF. You have an option of giving the Word file, but it is better not to give because there are chances the alignments will go different if it is given in Word format. So give it in PDF format so you will know exactly how the book is going to look like once it's printed. So this page, what you see is how it will get printed. Of course, it will not be in color. The text will get converted into black and white. So I'll go ahead and show you the rest of the content of the book. Yeah, he's got the introduction, then the story starts. He's got a small story. Yeah, by the way, this is the header, which normally we add in to indicate the. So this side we have the title of the book, and this side the author page. This is the olden day style when books were the only source of information, and sometimes you keep it around and pages get torn, and suddenly sometimes a few pages are lost somewhere, and somebody finds it somewhere. They know which is the author. So if you get this one page alone, you'll have the author's name this side, and the back side of it will have the book's name. It's not a practice that is followed very strictly these days, but to give the authenticity, we still follow it. So yeah, then this is the chapters. Yeah, there is got a preface, which is basically a introduction again. Sometimes the prefaces are written by somebody else. It could be somebody else famous or somebody who's writing, who has read the book and is giving a brief about the book. But mind you, this is already a book which is sold to the person. So if it's a paperback, he doesn't see it. Or sometimes if he's seeing it in the bookstore, he might still look to read the preface. If it is the ebook on Amazon, you will get to see 10% of the book. So a preface, if it gives a good introduction, the author, the potential reader can still read that and then decide to buy the book. So the 10% of the book is what is shown by Amazon for free. Any book you get onto, you can see, you can read. There's a look inside option, which you can look and see. So you want to put the best option in your book in that look inside option. It's not necessary it should be the first few pages. It could be some interesting story somewhere in the middle of the book. You can make that also as the 10% on Amazon. You can choose to highlight or show which portion you want. Okay. Now this gentleman has used how to use this book. Step 1, step 2, various methods. Grab this book. This is basically a lead magnet where he is saying you click on this and get a free copy of something, and then he gets the person's email ID to build up to his sales funnel. And then he's starting with a chapter. Normally you have the chapter name and then the chapter chapter number and then the chapter title. There is no hard and fast rule on this. Generally, you'll find in non-fiction books, there will be some kind of a quote which authors tend to add in the beginning. This is another hack for you. You can add that to add content to your book. You have the story, but then you can have a nice quote which will help, and it should be a uniform thing, which is there in all the chapters. So you can have a quote which is relevant to the chapter. If you're not able to find something generic which is in line with your topic, is fine. Now this gentleman has done a funny thing of numbering the subtitles in the chapters. He does 1.1 and so it's a point to help the reader. He knows which point, this is the subtitle of the thing. This is not a compulsive thing.
Sir,
Yeah, please.
can I ask you, sir? I think
Please.
this he has given more detail because the title and subtitles all point. This seed, I think the PhD thesis or maybe a research those who are going for this type of the thing is. But in general,
Yes, yes. This
I don't-
gentleman is a PhD person. He's a doctorate. So I think he has got that hangover. But for fiction books, it's an option. As I said, almost everything is optional. There is no compulsion. So it is a choice. If you want to improve the quality of your book, these are some hints for you. So you can take this. If you like it, use it. If you don't like it, don't use it. There is no compulsion.
Okay.
Am I clear on that?
I got it, sir. But
Yeah.
I've gone through this several books.
Yeah, if the author's background is a PhD, he is a doctorate.
No, that is the reason because Indian whatever the research is going on.
Yes, he has
Please
done it
go ahead,
like
please
he has done it in a thesis format.
Whereas a common books, nobody will go through these points because they interested in the matter, subject matter is very important. That's
Yes.
the point.
So let me give you an alternate point. See, if
Yeah.
a book gets famous, see, people read a book once, right? That's what
Yes, sir.
normally the case is. But if the book is really interesting, you're going to visit that book again, right? You might try to read that book again a second time or a third time. Let's say I'm writing a book on anger management. Okay, so people don't like to accept that they have an anger problem, right? But sometimes he's in a good mood. He likes to go and visit that and see, okay, I'm in this situation. What is the solution for that? And if he has read the book once and he says, okay, somewhere I remember this point, and if he knows the chapter titles are clear and it is there, it's easy for him either in the content. See, these points are here. He has also got that same thing in the. No, he has not. In this book, he has not put the subtitles. Okay, but in his other books, he has put the subtitles. So you can actually click there and go to that particular point. So if you're in the table of contents, you see the subtitle. I want to know this particular point. I click on that and it will go directly to that particular thing. This is normally the case when somebody is going to the book the second time or the third time or the fourth time. So some people have that habit, and if it is really interesting to them and it is relevant to them, they will do that. So we all are trying to build up a legacy. We want to do something good. So you want to leave something. See, it is a small thing when you're doing it initially. You're writing your first book, you want to bring it out fast, fine. But then in your second book, third book, you want to make sure that you make a good product, right? So I may not be around to guide you then. So these points you can make a note and then try to incorporate these kind of things and improve the quality of your book. And you want to stand out. You don't want to be like everybody else and make it what you want the people to take up the book, and read it again. Maybe if it is prescribed for a college education or for some club or some ministry or something like that, it is going to be of high value. And the more systematic you make your content, the more chances are that you will get accepted. So if you're looking at a long-term playing in the field of authorship, and you want to establish yourself and you want to distinguish yourself and not just be an ordinary book writer who's publishing a notebook and bringing it out, you want to do things which are different. So this, you need not compulsorily do it in the first book. Maybe, as I said, later going forward, you can do that. So so nothing that you see here is compulsive. Okay, these are just guidelines. You can just try and do that. Other thing that I'd like to, as we are going ahead, is you see there is a title, there is some points which are highlighted, which the author wants to bring forward. Okay, there are some points which are put in capital letters. Okay, there is paragraph. He has given an intent which is starting away from the main line so that you can identify it and you distinguish. If everything is in same flow, you can't distinguish the text. So you want some kind of a thing where the person can identify and break a flow. You don't want fatigue while reading. Mr. Satya was rightly saying many people don't read or don't go through courses which are available to them, or they pay and buy and pay, or sorry, other way around, pay and use it, but they don't use it. So here, when you're giving a book, you want to make sure that the people are not fatigued. They are comfortable reading it, and the points are clear. Next time they are glancing through, they just open one random page, they get a few points. Like, see, the objectives of the book here, there's objective, this is the objective of the book. It's very clear here. When suddenly, if you come to this page 18, 15, you see this. And then there is this quote which is there: never quit trying until the goals are achieved. So it's a kind of a value add where you're trying to give more value to the person. Now, most of this is done at the at the formatting end. As I showed you earlier, when this person gave me the book, none of these were there. As a formatter, I decided that these are the points that are highlightable, and these are the points that need to be highlighted, and these are the points that need spacing and things like that. So I have done that. So that's just for your information, I'm saying. Okay. Of course, he has probably given it as probably this quotation from Napoleon Hill. He has just given it in 2-3 lines with his name at the end. But I've kind of put it in a separate way, so they know, the person reading, that this is a quotation, and if not now, he can use that at some other point. So that kind of stays. It it has a more value to the person. It registers more in his mind, and he appreciates the book. Just reading anything, and just like reading the newspaper, or just thing to something which is identifiable like this, will it will show in the person's reaction to the book after it. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and complete the rest of the thing. So you can see here images are added, which kind of add value to the thing. I don't know the relevance of this particular photograph to this particular thing, but then yeah. So now this thing, if you, I'd like to take you back here. He has got, at the end of the chapter, end of this particular section, he has got action steps. So he has written the book, written the content. He has written some quotations here and there, but he has also given some steps to, or action to take after the particular thing. Okay, so this is kind of like a proactive book where he's telling you to do something. Think positive, have positive self-talk, change your opinion. This will vary from book to book, from chapter to chapter, to person. But these are things that you can add as action steps or call to action or anything which will get the person more involved, and he considers the book more than just typed matter. Okay, and here again you can see these things are put in bullet points to highlight and differentiate it from the normal thing. So he knows that these reader knows that these are important points. Yes, as the gentleman ahead, I didn't get the name. It might give a textbook feeling, but then it does highlight. You simply glance through this, you can get the points. You can skip if it is not relevant. Again, there's a quote here. One more quote here. There's an image. Again, next chapter, he's put action steps, and then it goes on like this. Yeah, you can see this is another thing that would be of interest to many people, to add tables in the book. This is just text. Sometimes there could be numbers. There could be other things which are relevant to the subject. So they kind of depend totally on your subject line. If it is there is an option within Word where you can create it. And these boxes are totally flexible. You can change the content within, you can change the sizes, you can change the height, you can change the width and things like that. You can highlight them. The box can be highlighted. You can decide not to show some boxes and things like that. So those are the things that go along with formatting. So you can see this is another thing that he has done. Instead of bullet points, he has used just arrows, or rather, I think I might have used other. Okay, there's one more quotation. See, if you see here, this is the end of the chapter, and this is basically a space filler. I hope you understood this. There was actually a lot of empty space here because the next chapter, thing had to start in the next page. So if it started here, the importance of this chapter would have been subdued. So to give it a thing, we have kept a gap there. And for that gap to be filled up, we have added a image with a quote, which is a kind of a generic quote, not relevant. It could be relevant. It could be, just some quote or something like that. So this is a thing. And you see here, this gentleman has given action steps, what to do. He has given some, he has in fact, I think, given some links, which again will be available in the ebook. And he has given a chapter summary. Again, these are small things, which can add value, where, he can just glance through this and get a gist of the chapter. He knows whether, or rather, he has gone through the whole chapter, but these are kind of reminders. So this is basically taking you back to your thing. Now, if you notice this, okay, going ahead, any questions, friends?
No, sir. I
Sir,
hope.
can we use the notations, the quotations said by famous persons in our book? Does it not violate the copyright?
You are crediting them. You see here, this quotation is given by Steve Jobs, right? So it is credited there. Okay. Point number one is that. So you are crediting the person. So absolutely no point of you claiming that it is your talk. Okay. Point number two, when you copy from the internet, there are some hidden characters which come on to the net, which come on. Okay. Now, how do people like Google or Amazon know that you have copied? What people talk about plagiarism. Basically, what happens is there are some hidden characters which go along with the text when you copy. Okay, it is not visible to the naked eye, but those characters are hidden. So when you copy it, and those characters are what are picked up by Amazon or Google. Google don't check for your exact words. They don't have the bandwidth to check for each and every word or each and every image. They are those hidden characters which go with the text when you copy that Google or Amazon is looking for. So those hidden characters is what you need to be wary of. So in this case, what I advise is take the text, put it on some document. From there, you type it out onto your document. Don't copy it directly. Don't do a cut and paste, because that's when you do the cut and paste, those hidden characters come along with it. And those hidden characters or syntaxes, as you call it, those are the ones which Google searches for. And those are the ones which you want to get rid of. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
By the way, it's normally done by format, or rather I do that. Whenever people give me text, I make sure that, I search for those characters and I delete them, and, formatting is done in such a way that, you don't get caught. So other softwares are talking about plagiarism can totally be discounted if you do the simple technique of avoiding or deleting those hidden characters. Once you do that, you are safe, even if you have copied wholesale. So sorry, that's not to be mentioned here, but that's the hidden truth.
Hello. Sir, thank you very much for this. This is, I will say, a critical developed book, I will say. So thank you so much. This is unique. I have seen the first time about this type of so much detail in this type. Thank you so much.
You can help the author by going ahead and buying his book. This is Dr. Gurudas Bandyopadhyay. He is in Canada now. He was in the US. Now he is currently in Ontario.
Ajay sir, is topic is remaining? It is over, sir.
I want to ask a question.
Yes. Sir, it is, sir, first finish this topic, then we can have a question. Hardly it will take 5 minutes, I think so, sir.
Yeah, I'll just go to the end. I'll just go to the end.
Just a small question, nothing
Yes.
major. He's, sir, you said that what a customer can see inside, before the preview.
Yeah.
You can choose that what they can see inside. How do you choose that? I thought
That's on Kindle. That's on Kindle. When you do the publishing, you got to select the 10% that Kindle is going to show.
Acha,
It's it's on Kindle. You can show that. It's only on Kindle, nowhere else. So
okay, only on Kindle. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
if you got the hard, if you're buying the paperback, they can see the whole book, right? But they're not going to read. Suppose imagine yourself in the airport bookstore. You're not going to read the whole book. You'll just glance through. So
okay.
yeah.
Okay, thank you.
But on Kindle, the Kindle allows 10%, and obviously around 8%, they will say a message. If you're enjoying the book, why don't you go ahead and buy the book?
Okay, got it.
Okay, so I just reached the end of the book. I'm just showing you this. This is the copyright page. This is a big question mark for many authors. Copyright, you just have to use this format of having the word copyright at CC, at which year it has been done, and your author name. Okay, and then other things. Let me tell you, this is of no value to the author, to the reader, or to anybody else. But this is mandated by Amazon. If you don't have this, then they will add a page and automatically add it. So it's better you do it, so that you don't get a, suppose they add it in the beginning of the book, then all your page numbering will get changed. So, so it will not be in the first page, it will probably the second or third page, they will add a copyright page. Of course, it has its legal and other things, but it's not going to be really, what do you call, functional benefit to any of those things. Okay, so let me just quickly, then he has got the disclaimer, which says that the information that he has used is all his. He has given the books that he has used, the authors' names. He has given references of websites, annexures. To know more, you can get to know more. He has requested for a review. That's a common thing that authors do. You want the readers to go to the website and rather give a review about the book. Okay, this gentleman does something vague, which is, he also gives the outcome of the book, which I guess it's the reader's choice, but he himself have decided what the author has benefit, with the reader's benefit. So it's okay. It's everybody has that likes. He has, every chapter has a summary, but here end of the book he has another summary of main points. So it is just adding more and more content and increasing the size of the book. And obviously you don't want to keep repeating. You just use different words, but these are hacks which you can use. He's got a conclusion. Yeah, so I think that's about it. I think the others are just the chapters. So that's on the formatting. Do you want me to? I don't think we have the time for getting into the practical part of it, right?
Practical part, I think so. Time is
not practical, theory part. So I guess the people have understood what it is.
Okay.
Let me repeat a few. Let me highlight a few things for the benefit. Please take care of punctuations. Punctuations is your full stops, commas, syntax. Colons, semicolons. All those. There are rules which you follow in English language and in Hindi language and other regional languages. Where you should use them, how you should use them, and many people don't follow the thing of having a full stop immediately after a line. Some people don't even put a full stop. Some people don't know the difference between having a comma and a full stop. Some people put 2-3 dots. Some people put arrows. Some people put extra spaces. All those you should avoid. Those are all part of formatting. I'm sure you go through the net, you will get to know the details, how those rules apply and how it should be applied and things like that. Okay, I think we are running out of time, are we, or do we have time to go ahead?
okay. Yes, first of all, I think sir has covered. Yeah, first of all, can we open our camera to have a clap for this person? सबसे request है, please open your camera. Can we have a clap for this person? And And look at this. He have given the practical solution. Okay. बिल्कुल practical बताया उन्होंने. Now it will be relevant
Practical, I'm sorry, practical would be actually doing it. I would have liked to do it, but unfortunately time doesn't permit. So.
I will look at the practical part. Maybe we will be covering day after tomorrow. Okay. So that that's whatever is remaining, because tomorrow will be the last class, but still we will conduct one class extra.
Okay.
Some marketing.
If there is a request from everybody.
Yes, definitely we will try to have a practical part.
What do the participants say? What do my friends, colleagues?
Yes, sir.
colleagues?
Yes, sir. Very good. Thank you so much, sir. You can perfectly, Satya, sir. You have chosen the right person. I enjoyed this today's lecture because he has shown this was some different things.
Satya, sir, we want one more day.
Yes. What we can do? Tomorrow we'll do the practical task of, I think sir 1 hour will be enough, sir.
You asking me, sir? Yeah,
1 hour. Yes,
1 hour, 10 hours, everything is okay.
So tomorrow 1 hour we will the sir will be conducting, so it will be having the flow. Yes, Pandey sir, ask your question, sir.
My point is, these are the illustration from some other's book, but this is the book that they have done like this. But actually thing is how to make the format, how to format, how to create table of content, how to make the margins. All those things, they are more important for individual authors than other things.
Yes, actually this part we want.
I wanted to cover that, but unfortunately,
due to the
we had the time shortage, so we didn't get into that.
That's what we expect. That's what we expect in practical.
Yes, we will be covering it tomorrow, sir. Don't worry, sir. We will be covering tomorrow. Yes, another question. Another question. Yes, Kaur ma'am, you have the question, ma'am. I think so. Aapka sawal. Yes, ma'am.
Good evening, everyone. So my question was goes to related to this book. Will images add more value to the book? Like as RJ sir was scrolling down and showing us, most of the pages they didn't have the pictures, but where they have the pictures, I think automatically we get the attention more. Is it true with everyone? I don't know.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely adding infographics will get the attention very effective manner. We have to place the infographic effectively. So definitely adding infographics, adding colors, it adds a lot of value. And you can add your QR code also, so that people can scan, they can go to the particular video and they can watch the video also. So tomorrow we'll be covering the first the formatting part, and then we'll move on. Yes. Next question.
Sir, you just sent today you have shown so many.
Pardon, sir?
Website. Today you have shown so many websites. You just send the different links.
Yes, sir. The website campus dikhai thi. Wait a second. Okay. Wait a second. So this was the mind map, Wondersheet, Mind, Myro.com, and Xmind. These are 3 websites that you can use for your reference. Then Canva.com is a platform by which you can design your page. This website, these 3 websites I have shared, and then Pixabay.com, where you can get the quality images, absolutely mostly free of cost, royalty-free images. These are the website from where you can get the quality content, especially for the images, etc. Yes, I have an important announcement for especially for the creative group people. Are Sunmit ma'am are in the class? Yes. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So today, tomorrow, and day after tomorrow, the session will be over. So Mangalwar, Budwar, hai na? Do ho gaya. Okay. So on Thursday and Friday, we will have a detailed discussion on SEO of the ebook, especially on the Kindle. That will be a very detailed session. That for the main batch, with the flow, you will get this knowledge also. Okay, it will not be for this batch. It will be only for your batch, especially SEO keyword selection, what software we will be using. Because this is a detailed part. At least it will take 90 minutes plus. Okay, or one session, at least 2-3 sessions it will take. to cover that much. And there are many platforms by which you can design flip book also, click books also, clickable books also. That will be covering in the detailed batch, maybe after the once the batch is over. So with the flow, you will learn that also. Okay, so it will be easy for you. नहीं तो आगे दिक्कत होगा. चलिए. This is called sir X क्या कहते हैं X Mind, Miro, and wonderful Wondershare. These are three platforms by which you can make the mind map. First of all, thanks a lot to all the participants. It is 10 o'clock around, and RJ sir, because today we have a lengthy class. Sorry that we can't able to cover the formatting part today. That's why we have increased 1 day extra. But with the flow, sometime it disturb the flow. पता नहीं लगता कई बार. Sorry from our side. So one class will be extra. नहीं सर, ये बोनस जो एक्स्ट्रा 2 क्लास बताऊंगा ना इसके बाद, वो बोनस आप लोगों के लिए नहीं है, वो क्रिएटर ग्रुप के लिए. सॉरी, only 1 class extra I am offering. That means the session was going to end on tomorrow, so it will not end tomorrow. It will end day after tomorrow. Means today is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday session will be over. But after Wednesday, 2 or 3 session will be extra for the creator group. So sir, that part can be done in an effective way. So उसमें वो आपके लिए नहीं है, आपको एक ही सेशन एक्स्ट्रा मिला है. सॉरी सर, सतीश सर, माफी चाहूंगा. चलिए. So that's all for the day, and I want any one of you to just mention what you learned today. आज सीखा क्या है? What you learned today? आज की learning क्या है आपकी? Anyone please open your audio or video. It is up to you. Just what you learned today. आज सीखा क्या है आपने? Yes.
कवर पेज डिजाइन सर.
Yes sir.
और प्लस ये फॉर्मेटिंग वगैरह डिजाइन, एक कवर पे बैक कवर क्या होता है, फ्रंट कवर क्या है, कॉम्बिनेशन कैसे करना है, क्या नाम से डिजाइन करते समय, और इंटरनल पार्ट ऑफ द कंटेंट का नंबरिंग कैसे करना है, और अदरवाइज वो अलग अलग पेज पर नहीं होना है, वो कंटिन्यूशन वो एक ही फॉन्ट साइज और बुलेट साइज होना, जो अभी सर ने आरजे सर ने पढ़ाया. और प्लस उन्होंने कवर पेज का जो डिजाइनिंग के डिफरेंट कंपोनेंट्स है, कॉन्ट्रास्ट कलर वगैरह जो भी आपने भी डिजाइन करके बताया, और प्लस दिस आर द डिफरेंट फ्री वेबसाइट्स आपने बताया माइंड मैप का कंटेंट, हाउ टू पुट इट इनटू प्रॉपर मैटर, एंड माइंड मैप का वो यूज करके यू कैन गो अहेड विद दैट योर द वे यू आर गोइंग फॉर योर फ्लो ऑफ बुक लाइक.
Okay. Yes, Roma ma'am, ask your question. Yes, Roma ma'am.
सर आपने जो बोला था क्रिएटर्स ग्रुप के लिए सेपरेट 2 दिन का रहेगा विद द फ्लो, कैन वी पे एंड जॉइन दैट?
सर वो उसमें एंट्री नहीं है सर, बिकॉज उसका चार्ज 30,000 के आसपास है. तो उनको एक्स्ट्रा सेशंस मिलते हैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग के, तो वो अलग है पूरा. इसमें ज्वाइन नहीं कर सकते आप सर उसमें. सर माफी चाहूंगा.
आपका डिजिटल मार्केटिंग का कोर्स कितने का है?
सर अभी तो डिजिटल मार्केटिंग का 8,000 लेते हैं हम लोग. ठीक है. दो प्लान रहते हैं हमारे बड़े, एक 8,000 है, एक 30,000 है. तो क्रिएटर ग्रुप वाले लोग 30,000 के, तो उनको स्पेशल अटेंशन है. सेकंड, कुछ पार्ट उनको डेप्थ में कराए जाते हैं. ये जो पार्ट इसका है, ये फ्लिपेबल बुक्स वगैरह का कई चीजें, आपके क्लास के बाद भी 6 से 8 घंटे कंटेंट रहेगा इनका, जो सिर्फ ई बुक का ही होगा, ई बुक पब्लिशिंग का. तो उनको अलग से कराया जाएगा उस बैच को. तो उसमें ये पार्ट थोड़ा अलग रहता है. तो जस्ट लेट सपोज, and creator group both are different. Creator group means we do the all sort of things for them, website designing, etc. सब पूरा खुद डिजाइन करते हैं उनका. And they learn digital marketing also. तो थोड़ा डिफरेंस है between creator group and normal. तो creator group they get the LMS also, they get free Zoom also. Okay, so कुछ चीजें हैं. I will be telling you tomorrow like what is the difference between creator group and normal digital marketing. दोनों में डिफरेंस है सर.
ठीक है, वो बताइए, देन वी कैन टेक अ कॉल ऑन दैट.
यस.
एंड आपका एक व्हाट्सएप मार्केटिंग भी होना चाहिए ना कोर्स?
व्हाट्सएप मार्केटिंग कराते हैं, 4 से 5 दिन का कोर्स होता है सर. उसमें आप सब काम का चीज सीख जाते हैं. व्हाट्सएप मार्केटिंग में क्या क्या चाहिए आपको.
हाँ, तो वो भी ज्वाइन करना चाहता हूँ मैं, इसलिए पूछ रहा था.
वो देखिए, एक चीज ध्यान रखिएगा, आप सभी लोग वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स हो.
नहीं, मैं नहीं हूँ.
सॉरी
सर, मेरा कंपनी के लिए काम कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, नहीं, वो बात ठीक है आपकी. तो
हम लोग
सबसे कहूँ कि आप चाहे छोटा कोर्स ज्वाइन करो या बड़ा कोर्स ज्वाइन करो, पहले अपना नीड देखो, आप कौन सी नीड है आपकी। सभी लोगों को पूरा डिजिटल मार्केटिंग नहीं सीखना पड़ता, ना उनको आवश्यकता है, ना इनको जरूरत है इसकी। तो कुछ खास सेगमेंट आप सीख लीजिए, दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल टू यू। लेट्स सपोज यू वांट टू डू मार्केटिंग ऑफ योर बिजनेस, in that case I will recommend learn Facebook ad, Google ad, lead nurturing and funnel building in depth। वो आपको बहुत with the content designing and layout, बस ये 4-5 चीजें सीखनी है बस।
मेन मोटा मोटा वही सीखना है।
हाँ देखिए, तो मैं आपको शायद मैं कल बता पाऊंगा आपको दोनों प्लान, आपको फिर जो आपको अच्छा लगे वो आप वो ले सकते हैं, ठीक है।
सर एक क्वेश्चन है।
यस सर, पूछिए सर।
जो ये सेशंस के रिकॉर्डिंग्स हमें आपने भेजे हैं, वो हमेशा हमारे पास रहेंगे या वो?
नहीं, 1 मंथ तक ही रहेंगे सर।
अप टू 1 मंथ फ्रॉम द लास्ट डेट?
यस सर।
ठीक ठीक।
इसके बाद डिलीट हो जाएंगे। पहले मैं लाइफ टाइम दे रहा था, पर लाइफ टाइम लोग देखते नहीं सर, वो पढ़ा
हम देखेंगे ना।
ठीक है,
हमारे पास रहने दीजिए सर।
1 महीने का होता है तो उसमें आप इजीली कर सकते हो। दूसरे उसमें मेरा भी खुद का स्वार्थ होता है। उसका रीजन यह है, मैं 2 महीने बाद दोबारा लॉन्च करूंगा तो आप 250 से 350 रुपए देके दोबारा ज्वाइन करोगे, ठीक है, वो कोर्स अपडेशन के साथ साथ। तो दोबारा
ऑनेस्टी,
ठीक है, तो वो दोबारा अर्निंग हो जाती है।